Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So, I don't know, somewhere around 3 o'clock, 19.4 degrees Celsius, 71 degrees, and yeah, it's raining out. I got out and got most of the lawn cut. Anyway, it's Saturday. Welcome to 627, 67.1 degrees. Today's a big day for folks to graduate high school in my area. Most of them have finished up everything they've needed to finish up, and now, they don their cap and gown. And typically, I don't know, for the half a dozen high schools in my area, give or take a little bit, they're going to various venues, whether it's sports stadium or arenas or civic centers or wherever. Most of the schools in my area are have relatively large populations of graduating seniors, so they got to pack them in somewhere. So anyway, if any of my subscribers are graduating something, junior high, high school, college, retiring, whatever, congratulations. Enjoy your day. You put in a lot of effort to make it to whatever you're finishing, so good luck. Hopefully you have a great life. Anyway, here at the Horde, we are always trying to make things easier, better, faster, safer, all those things. And to that end, this, just a quick review, this is one of them Harbor Freight metal cutting blades, and I want to do this in such a way that I don't become a YouTube sensation by cutting one of my fingers off. If you look at it, that's what it looks like. You see it's got carbide teeth on it. On the blade itself, which on this saw I have to spin such that the writing's on the inside to get it to spin in the proper direction. But on the blade itself it says do not spin faster than 5,800 RPM. So if you buy one of these, right, and if you want to smash it on to a saw like this, one of them chop saws, one of those abrasive chop saws, or you want to put it on something else, you want to pay attention to how fast you're spinning the blade. If you spin the blade too fast, I'm going to say it this way, just to make it interesting, it'll decrease the life of the blade. By how much it'll decrease the life, I'm not sure if the teeth are going to fly off, or the teeth are going to break off, or if they're going to overheat and melt off, or they're going to overheat and just wear so much quicker. I'm just going to say it's going to decrease the life of the blade. Also, there's a big difference between turning at 3,600 RPM or 56, 5,800, whatever the spec is, and turning at 10,000 RPM should it start flying apart, right? The particle that hits you at mass times velocity squared. So you start really spinning them up. Should something get loose and get into your body, it's going to hurt all that more. I've also probably mentioned I've upgraded to double eye protection. I don't know, for some reason single eye protection wasn't doing enough. I was still getting stuff underneath, so you can see that's a shield. Also, not that this is the greatest shield in the world. I'm sure if I fire something into my face, it'll still probably get through. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for 1 second because I'm not clamping it, and I gotta have one hand here and one hand out here to keep things steady. But just to show you how quickly this will cut through for you. I just want to just quickly give you a demo. So just hang on. Well, you heard the sound of the cut, and I mean it cut. That's how quickly it cut. So much quicker than an abrasive wheel. The cut itself on both sides, you don't see the material. The particles it fires off are much bigger than an abrasive wheel. Right, come on, focus. So you do want to wear your protective gear, and probably wouldn't even be a bad idea to wear gloves. I'm wearing long sleeves. The nice thing about having a saw like this for doing the cut, assuming you set everything up level and straight and you don't have things twisted. I just had a whole wrestling contest with this, because to put the blade on, you actually have to take the saw off the mounting plate. If not, you can't get the guard far enough out of the way to do it. But it cuts a lot quicker than a grinding wheel. I think it's safer because you're not like freewheeling a grinding wheel. Watch this and all. This, assuming you set yourself up stable, it's safer and makes a better cut, faster, the whole bit. I've only shot about 3 cuts through this so far. But I don't see any wear and tear on the teeth. This is one of those things that I'm going to have to use it for a while before I can say, oh yeah, this is the greatest thing in the world. But for the first couple of cuts I made, I like this cut. And unfortunately, I didn't have this thing up against the side, so it bound up on me. But it didn't tear any of the teeth off, and it didn't seem to bend the blade. So off the top of my head, I'm going to say that I like this. They cost, these are $20 items at Harbor Freight. And I used the 20% coupon, which knocks $4 off, and then we have 8.25%. It doesn't really say anything about speeds and safety and all that. It says all that stuff on the blade. That's the item number, and it tells you what saws it's for. For me, this is supposedly an 8.5 inch, which is a weird size. 8.25, 8.5. What is it here? 8.25 inch saw. It's got a DeWalt on it. I guess it's a halfway decent blade. I just never really used it. I have that rigid chop saw that I used, and I have a Harbor Freight chop saw that I've been happy with. The rigid is a 10. I think the Harbor Freight's at 12. Because like if I'm cutting the 2x4s for a Gabriel roof or something like that, obviously an 8.25, it's harder. If you got too much angle on it, you can't completely cut through the wood. And this is only meant to do 90s and 45s. It's not meant to do angles. It's not set up like that. So You can find these. I think I bought this at a flea market for, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, less than $20. I wouldn't have paid more than 20 for it. It's good for this type of activity. Sears has an Evo saw and 231 flash. You could go check out his channel, and I don't know if he has any videos of using it. I think he does. He seems very, very happy with it, and quite honestly, if I had $100 or $200 to throw around, I'd probably go and buy that. It's better than this little mess. In my case, I figured I'd invest the $20 and see if I can't make this saw cut metal, and cut metal in a little safer, a little better way. This is a Black & Decker, by the way, 8¼ inch compound. It's an old timer. You could just tell by the looks of it. Looks like it's from the 70s, late 60s, 70s. I don't think it makes it all the way to 1980. Alright, so my quick first try of the Lifetime Harbor Freight Carbide metal cutting blade, 7¼ and I'm going with it works. How long does it work? We'll see. But if you got to make yourself a nice, clean, square cut, if you set things up properly, it'll do that for you. And you could get your nice, clean, square cut. And it'll all be good. I plan on using it when I get back to the golf cart project, which hopefully happens soon. I just got to get over all these family things, graduations, parties, parents coming up from Florida, all that great stuff. Then I'll have a little more time to play. And given that I already cut the grass for the week, I don't have anything hanging over my head like, oh, if I get a nice day, I got to go cut the grass. I already did it. Wow, done. Okay, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and enjoy all your days. As you go through life, remember to keep your eyes open to what will make life a little better, a little easier for you. Remember, though, sometimes an upgrade isn't an upgrade. So you may decide to do something or buy something or add something. If it doesn't work for you, remember it's not a bad idea to give up on it, too. Some things make your life better and some things don't. So just keep that in mind as you're trying to make things, as you're trying to improve your life. Once again, thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Keep your feet down, keep your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now.